Good morning, I'm Chad C. from C Real Estate here in Richmond, Virginia. I have a question for you today. Does it matter when you go to sell your house whether or not you've made any recent updates or improvements? I've heard some people say, well, why would I want to do that? Because the next person's going to come in and they're going to want their own colors, they're going to want to do their own thing, and we'll just let them do that. And you know what? You can totally sell a house that way. If I'm asked which way is better, letting the new buyer pick their things and just selling it as is, or making improvements, well, you don't have to be in this business very long before you'll see the look on a buyer's face when they walk in a house and it's got some new countertops and it's got fresh paint, new flooring, some notes that say the roof was just replaced a couple of years ago, and you know what, the heat pump's only 3 years old. It makes a tremendous difference. So if you're trying to decide, should we make these improvements, knowing that we're going to be leaving in 3, 4, 5 years, I'd say yes. Not only will you get to enjoy those improvements, but when you do put your house on the market, it'll be much more saleable. You want to go with neutral colors as best you can. And just know that everything that you invest, you're going to get rewarded for that. People are going to recognize the care you've taken for your house. You're going to stand out from the one. Just yesterday, I showed 2 houses here in Hanover County. One of them, in fact, both of them, the people have lived in, I think, since the 90s. One of them, it just didn't seem like anything had changed since they bought it in the 90s. Not that it wasn't well maintained, but it hadn't been improved, it hadn't been updated. The second one had been. It did have the new roof. It did have a recently installed new HVAC system. It had some new granite countertops. And the difference was night and day, and the response I saw from my buyer clients. They got really excited over the second one, not so much the first. Happens all the time. So if you're trying to decide whether or not to do it, I say go for it. Call your local realtor if you want some suggestions as to what types of products to use, or if you need a contractor to help with those things, and I'm sure they'll be able to help. Have a great week.